Ladies and gentlemen, good day to every single one of you. It's a great day for me because we've come into this, and as you can tell, I've once again got a smile on my face because I've carried out what I said I was going to do, which is, guess what?
It was an obliteration, actually. I'll give you that one, Eunice. Slow clap to the bank for Eunice Talks. Eunice Talks correct scores over there. You had a few this week that you just absolutely nailed, mate.
You see, like Chelsea's defensive record of conceding 15?
Yeah?
This will never be hit again.
Correct. And that was proven by Richarlison.
100%. Now, listen, this. I don't. Well, I think I got 3 correct scores. 4.
Yeah, it's 11-5, I believe. So I didn't do too bad.
No, considering how we normally do, you actually done well. You done all right.
It was a good week. It's 5-4 to me. Just want to remind everybody that this is a marathon, not a sprint.
You are the Arsenal, and I am the Chelsea.
I'm not taking that one. Not this week. This week is going to have, honestly, Shootout. I hope you're ready. This is the biggest week we've had of the channel, actually.
It actually is.
Because we've got Champions League predictions tomorrow for a preview for this incredible round of fixtures. Chelsea-Barcelona, flipping Tottenham versus PSG and Bayern-Arsenal.
Yep.
Mental stuff. But we got to begin this week with Chelsea, which was a correct score for you. Nice little 2-0 Eunice victory. It was a good win for Chelsea. This, I think, going into this week of obviously Barcelona and Arsenal, we needed this.
We absolutely did, and it wasn't looking like it was going that way in the first half. Anyway, we done the watch along for that game. Just to give you guys some recap as well, the watch along for that game was done. There will be the watch along for Chelsea Barcelona.
Yeah,
that's gonna be flipping incredible.
Yep.
We've done the match review for Arsenal versus Tottenham as well, independently. So you can go and have a butcher's over there, but you'll get more detail here anyway later. This first half, when we were on the watch-along, though, we were contemplating our lives and thinking what's going on.
There wasn't enough Jaffa cakes to give me a sugar spike high enough for us to be able to actually be... It was quintessentially what you think post-international break could be. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Few long flights here. Couple of long flights there. People forgetting each other's names because we've got an ever-rounding squad of players that keep changing. But, Chelsea just did get the job done. I thought that the goal was fantastic. I think credit to Gittins for putting in a peach of a cross. And if it wasn't Neto that would have scored it would have been Enzo Fernandez. So I like that.
Yep.
And then Mark Guiu coming off the bench. More of an impact than Liam Delap had across the half an hour that he played, or 20 minutes. And Enzo Fernandez scoring again. So, just job done.
And it was all the players that we actually highlighted that we wanted to see something from, at least.
Yeah.
Neto, Enzo, Gittins. We could argue that there wasn't enough from João Pedro Delap.
Yeah, they were poor.
Yeah, and those were the two where in their positions that people were expecting them to actually do something. We didn't really get much from either of them. Credit to Mark Guiu when he come on. That was actually really, because it's unexpected. From a Mark Guiu, you don't really expect him to come on and make that sort of impact to that level. And I thought he was class.
I thought he was intelligent. The way
Very
that
intelligent.
He kind of, if you actually watch him throughout that goal, he doesn't really look behind him at any point. There's just this okay, well, the goal is there. The angle's against me. A lot of strikers in that position, especially when Delap's obviously had a bad game. 1 goal in 13 or whatever it is now. And he knows where he is and unselfishly plays it in. And look, when it's 1-0, however many minutes left in any game, when it's Chelsea, I'm sorry, I don't have the confidence. You were like, Burnley don't have the facilities, was Eunice's exact words. And then we used that throughout the weekend, didn't we? And he was spot on in a couple of occasions here. But that goal just, for me, was just I can go and have a few Guinnesses now and enjoy the rest of my weekend, mate. Top draw.
Relief.
Loved it.
And that's something that Chelsea prior have struggled to do. Whereas this weekend, we've done that and quite efficiently. Not the best performance in the world, but we did step it up, got that second goal, killed the game off, and got a clean sheet at that once again. That's 3 clean sheets in a row, by the way, now. And we look forward to the Goons.
Oh, boy. Big week of content coming. The prediction show this week could be 2 hours long. So make sure you're subscribed. Should we move on to Liverpool?
Yep.
Because, wow, this is...
oh, boy.
There's crisis, and then there's capital C, maybe just caps lock the whole flipping lot, mate. Liverpool are in crisis. Big time.
Full on.
Slot could go.
Yeah, without a doubt.
This is a question now, isn't it? Because they've got PSV this week. Dutch side coming to Anfield. It's at Anfield. If they don't win that...
No, they'll win that.
They're like 4-0 or something daft, won't they?
They'll win that.
Probably.
Full sense of security.
Yeah.
Oh, and Liverpool might be all right. No, and then Premier League.
West Ham they got next week.
West Ham
away.
West Ham will beat them 2-1.
He's getting the predictions in early. It might be a yellow card for you, actually. No, you're allowed to because you go first. This was...
Honestly.
I was flabbergasted watching this. Genuinely. I didn't know...
Yeah.
Liverpool are just in disarray. Mo Salad, as Eunice put on socials, this guy's lost it, man. And if anything, right, I think he should have left the way he's played this season.
Mate, there was some. I put out a tweet right in the midst of that game, going, "Mo Salah's actually playing like Mo Salad," right? And no word of a lie, I had people, and we were watching the game. There were people telling me, "Oh no, Eunice, this is actually one of his best performances." And I'm like, "Are you for real?" Like what?
He was woeful.
It's horrible.
The defence too, but I think the angle to go down is Sean Dyche, mate. What a bloke! Second best ball manager in the Premier League behind Enzo Maresca. This was a masterclass.
This is utter sense.
This is complete sense.
Complete sense.
On a slot, total nonsense.
Woke nonsense.
Woke nonsense, mate. Get him out.
No, look, if you go back to our predictions, right, for this weekend that went by, we actually spoke about how Liverpool struggle. I gave too much credit to Liverpool as well. I had it as a 2-2.
You did, and you almost said Forest win, to be fair to you.
And I wanted to. I wanted to say, but I'm thinking, surely not. Like, Anfield, it's Forest, it is Sean Dyche. Like, okay, they might do something, but I think it'll balance itself out. Surely Liverpool are not going to get written off. They didn't just get written off. They disintegrated.
Yeah,
like,
they're in the abyss at this point.
Battering.
The crevice.
3-0, and it should have been 4. That disallowed goal should have stood.
100%.
Without question.
100%.
So Liverpool got absolutely carved open.
There's not really a unity at Liverpool. Like, Liverpool as a football club, you think community, you think togetherness, you think everybody is in this. But right now, it's either slot in or slot out. But there is a lot of people now saying he's out of his depth. Yeah. And when you actually look at last season, right, the smartest thing Slot did was not change anything.
Exactly.
It was still Klopp's team. This year, obviously, they've spent a lot of money, which by default means that those players will play, have to play. Alexander Isak is the first Liverpool signing in Premier League history to lose his first 4 matches as a Liverpool player. And he's the most expensive player in the whole competition's history. Make it make sense to me. I don't understand.
God. Oh, Liverpool. No, and the thing with Liverpool here, I think it's obvious. For me, when I see them play, I think there's a split dressing room here already. And not a split dressing room in terms of players hate each other. No, not in that sense. Who's with the manager and who isn't?
Yeah.
I think it's clear. You got some players that are actually playing or trying to actually give everything, or they're at least functioning on a level. Ekatike is an example of that, I think.
Yeah.
But he's someone that's come in, all he knows is slot, and I think he's just happy to play. The midfield, I think that was experimented with by Slot too much with Florian Wirtz, and I think he's done the right thing by just keeping the main 3. They function together, but the rest of the team isn't functioning with them. And then when you look at some other players that I think are just completely out of their sorts and they're not with Slot, I don't think Mo Salah's with him. I don't think Van Dijk is with him. I think the old school gen of this Liverpool team know what a proper functioning Liverpool team looks like. And I think they're just out of taste of this because Slot has come in and I don't feel like they identify with what he's doing and they just look out of sorts.
The thing is, they won the league last season with Slot as a manager. Arguably, I've said it was very much Klopp style and football for the majority of it.
Yeah.
I also think we can't avoid the elephant in the room here, which people seem to want to avoid talking about it because obviously it's a difficult thing to discuss. But Diogo Jota passing in the summer. This
has an effect.
I can't say because I didn't play with him, and I'm not a footballer, so I don't know what it would be like to lose a teammate in that sense, right? But for Liverpool players, this must be playing a part.
100%.
And I think especially when things have started to go wrong, it's easy for things to keep going wrong when your head's not fully in the game because of something like that. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
And I think at this point in time, you can't mention it and be like, it's difficult, isn't it? Because do you excuse it or is it just an explanation? I think it's an explanation, but to lose 6 matches in 7 league games, I think it is now.
No, I think it plays a part.
Yeah.
But the thing is, and I think Liverpool will have this in place. I think many Premier League clubs, I think all football clubs will have this in place in terms of when there is a circumstance like this, there are safeguards, there are things put in place in order to get everyone over the line and to get them to see the bigger picture. Truth of the matter is, when something like this happens, after a certain amount of time, for that period, it's going to be the main thing on your mind. But after a certain amount of time, you have to look forward. There is no other way. Do you know what I mean? It's like, for example, I'll give an example. I don't want this to get too deep, but there's going to come a time where all of us lose our parents.
Yeah.
Right? That's just life. Do you know what I mean? But it's a thing where, and we've not had this experience yet, but you hear from people that they say eventually you have to look forward. There's no other way, right?
Yeah.
Premier League footballers at this level, I think when you're looking at Liverpool play, yes, that's played a part. But on a footballing level, you can see holes. You can see things that Slot is doing wrong. You can see that anything that he now wants to touch to do himself, it's not working.
Yeah.
The best thing he probably could have done is to just still untouch it and just keep it going. Do you know what I mean?
And
that
not
might
spend
have done
£500 million quid.
And that is where Liverpool are in a pickle now, because they've spent that much money that no one's done in Premier League history, and they've gotten worse.
£500 million bottle jobs, mate.
And I have to give credit to Sean Dyche and Nottingham Forest.
Yeah, they deserve that for this game.
They rocked up to Anfield and went, okay, look, wait for the opportunity, take it and kill them.
Yeah.
And they just did. We saw after they were 2-0 up, 2 shots on target.
Yeah.
And they had 20,
touches
29%.
in the opposition box, mate.
Was barely any. You know, come out for the second half. 3rd goal. Done. Cutthroat. Absolutely cutthroat. And that's the history of the Sean Dyche. Absolute Premier League heritage.
Fantastic stuff. Bournemouth 2, West Ham 2 is the next one. West Ham racing into a 2-0 lead with former Bournemouth player Callum Wilson scoring 2 goals. Do you know what? There's 2 Premier League strikers that I'm like, how are you lot still about? Callum Wilson and Calvert-Lewin. Both of those players had very different weekends. We'll talk about Leeds at the end. Callum Wilson, 2 good finishes.
Yes.
Proper strikers' goals, that. And then Bournemouth looked to me as though we were on the verge of another capitulation for a club here, you know? Few big defeats, and then Semenyo, obviously now. We've got this whole transfer story with him. Then he's not in the team. I think it might have been an injury. But they did come back, and they got a 2-2 draw, and then they probably look more likely to win it at the end. Bournemouth, I think, are going to be that team now where we're going to have some cricket score matches. I think they're going to score a lot, concede a lot.
Yeah, I look, Bournemouth, I think they had a really good start to the season, and now we did speak about this in terms of they're going to take a little dip.
They're going to peter off.
They have to, right?
Peter Schmeichel.
But when you look at this result at face value, it's a great result for West Ham.
Yeah, very good.
But when you watch the game, it's not a good result for West Ham.
Because they threw it away.
They fully threw it away. They were winning 2-0 and they had it in the palm of their hands. But credit to Bournemouth, because Bournemouth do have that ability in their team in order to get a result. And they were in a situation of being 2-0 down. They did claw it back. Fair play. But West Ham, all things considered, good goals. It's a point, but they'd be gutted that they didn't get all 3.
Yeah. I mean, when you look at the table, which I'm going to do now, Bournemouth are down to 8th now, which looks slightly different to a Champions League place. West Ham are 17th, but 7 points out of their last 9. And they've got one of the current league's worst teams to play this weekend, which is Liverpool. So it's certainly looking up for West Ham and Forest, actually, to bring it back to them. They're up to 16th now. after that win.
Yep.
Out the relegation places. But I think Bournemouth they need like a little bit of just stability again now, because that's a game they should have expected to win, I think, with their ambition.
Yeah, 100%. I think with Bournemouth, what we're going to start seeing is their setup and the way Areola does get them to play is a good way of playing. But the caliber of the squad are going to start, basically, the squad's going to start having moments where it gets into the Christmas run-in and mentally they're going to struggle. They'll get good results. They'll get a few bad results. It will be yo-yo. It will be, going up and down. That's what's going to happen, I think. Expect some blunders from them, if I'm being honest.
Is it time to put out a little prediction within the review?
4.
2 Bournemouth exits to Liverpool in the next 3 months. The manager and the Semenyo both go to Liverpool.
Oh, imagine.
I can imagine it. I don't think that would be the right decision.
I've not thought of this, and you've just planted the seed in my head.
Areola to go to Liverpool. I mean, the football that they would play would be whoo. And Semenyo to go with him. Should we leave it there?
Liverpool fans, let us know, because I'll be honest, in my head, that makes sense.
Does it make sense? If you're a Liverpool fan, let us know what you think about that.
As a Liverpool fan, yeah, and from a Liverpool perspective, I think that makes sense.
Or Xabi Alonso. Real Madrid drew Elche yesterday, 2-2.
That too. That too, but no, I don't think Xabi Alonso gets sacked.
Give it to Gerrard to the end of the season. Gerrard and Carragher, double act. Just do it. I'm here for it.
That would be banter.
Be all over that.
That would be absolute banter.
Imagine they spend 450 million and end up with Steven Gerrard and Jamie Carragher managing for half the season. Insanity. Should we move on to Palace?
Yes.
Mate, Wolves. Can we just not talk about Wolves every week now?
Look, we knew this would happen.
Mate, I gave them credit. I said they'd score.
You did.
They didn't score again.
And I gave them credit because I only thought Palace would score 1.
Yeah, well,
Palace went and scored 2.
Palace could have had more, to be honest. Mateta missed a one-on-one. Munoz opened the scoring, and then it was a great finish to make it 2-0 from Yeremy Pino, who's a player that we spoke about on the tier list video not too long ago. Crystal Palace now, and this is this weekend was such an interesting one in terms of like the scope of what the Premier League can be.
Yep.
Palace are now up to 5th again, all of a sudden it ain't looking so average anymore.
Do you remember?
Again.
Yeah. So we spoke about this weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, about Palace having that little dip off, and we were like, no, you know what? Look, it's still very early. The table can change. Give it some time. Palace fans weren't really too ecstatic.
Yeah.
And now they're probably looking and going, okay, no, we'll take this.
That's why a draw in a Premier League season like this isn't actually always a bad result.
No.
If you were looking for the title, then a draw is 2 points lost. But a lot of the games this year, you could go either way. And I think Palace now, they're 9 points off Arsenal, but they're within 3 of Chelsea, who they've already played at the start of the season. This is a good result, good win on the road. Pretty simple stuff, really. But Wolves, man, flipping heck.
Wolves, look, you might as well just stop.
Just stop.
Just when the fun stops, stop.
Go and have a party with Sheffield Wednesday, midweek, in Sheffield. Mate, you lot are all going down.
Administration settings.
Administration settings. Oh, bro.
Mate, Wolves, 2 points after 12 games is despicable.
Despicable.
Right now, they are on course to finishing the season with 6 points.
Based on the law of averages?
Based on the law of averages.
I'm going to say they'd be quite lucky.
Maybe 7.
To get that at this point. Yeah, that is the worst, isn't it? Or would be the worst.
It would be the worst by a big margin. Have we got single digits ever?
Sheffield United, didn't they?
They single?
Derby?
9, 8.
Sheffield United, I think, got 8 or 9 or something like that.
Well,
I might have got that wrong.
You know what? At this point, Wolves, you might as well try and beat that record. You just might as well.
Yeah, at least people will be talking about you when you end up in League 2 in 4 years.
You might as well.
You'll still be the topic of the tip of the tongue of the conversation.
Look at it from this perspective. You could end up like setting this record in order to make yourselves look even better when you get promoted back to the Premier League in a few seasons.
Well, they would. I think there's financial stability there, at least at Wolves. Or maybe just a lack of summer spending, really, and a plan. And then the Premier League's just the Premier League, isn't it? Like, it's just a very strong league.
Yeah. Yeah.
Brighton 2, Brentford 1. Another Eunice Talks correct predictions.
Come on.
This was an interesting one because this could have been very different, to be fair.
We said it when we were watching this, that You mentioned this to me. If this was the other way around, if this game was at Brentford, it'd be Brentford 2-1.
100%. Mate, Danny Welbeck is on the way to the World Cup, I'm convinced. This guy just does not stop scoring. And the finish, what a brilliant striker's finish this is.
I would take him.
100%,
Tuchel needs to call him up.
100%. He goes over Delap all day.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Right now, without a doubt.
This game could have finished 2-2, though. There was another penalty in the last minute and a very good save from Bart Verbruggen in goal for Brighton. Igor Thiago, the striker for Brentford, he just keeps on scoring, but he's scoring a lot of penalties, this bloke.
Yeah.
And like he's obviously clearly a good striker. He's a good finisher. Saw very good goals against Manchester United earlier this season. Brentford have surprised me, though, this season in general, because I thought they were going to go down. I thought they were going to be near the relegation places.
Because of everyone they lost.
Yeah. And they've actually, they put up a decent fight here against Brighton.
Yeah, they are.
And Brighton now, as well, are sixth.
Up into sixth.
Now what? This is the weirdest Premier League season, you know.
Yeah.
Let alone Arsenal actually being 6 points clear at the top of the league. Like, it's just constant fluctuations. I'm looking at the table one way. I'm like, hang on a minute. They were mid-table, like, this morning. How the bloody hell they got there?
And it's all still super tight.
It is. Incredibly.
From third all the way down to 16th is 10 points.
I love how we've just nonchalantly forgotten that Chelsea are only 1 point ahead of third.
We've got bigger fish to fry.
We do.
As the ones above us say, right?
We do.
You know?
Big fish to fry this weekend.
Yeah. But, no, you're absolutely right. Although, credit to Brighton, and this is what they do at home. This is why I felt justified to give them a 2-1 win, because I expected a tight result. But Brighton being at home just end up clawing it out. They just play well. And Danny Welbeck, big up to Danny Welbeck overall. I think he's been class. Overall, Brighton, when they're playing at the Amex, compared to when they're playing away from home, just for future's sake, just remember they're like two different teams.
Yeah.
And unlucky to Brentford, because Brentford, I thought, actually put on a decent display. And Brentford have had to navigate some really hard situations here, considering who they lost. Basically everyone, right?
Yeah.
Everyone of substance. And they're holding their own. So they can actually come out of this game with their heads held high.
Yeah. Fulham 1, Sunderland 0.
You got this spot
correct
on.
result for me.
Yeah.
Or outcome, whatever way you want to call it.
Yeah.
Fulham, they needed this. They need to go on a decent little run at home, because I think Fulham fans would be a bit worried that their season was looking like it could go down towards the trap door. And I think with Fulham it's difficult, because I think they've actually got a really good manager.
Yeah.
And I think if results were to keep getting worse, they could end up losing that manager, which could actually probably be the wrong call, and then they would go down because they've made a bad decision. And when you look down the Premier League table right now, you've got Nottingham Forest, who are clearly now just night and day between what they were at the start of the season. West Ham, who have got 7 out of their last 9. Fulham really needed this result, and if they would have lost it, they would have been level on points with Leeds in 18th.
Ouch.
So this is a huge win for them. Sunderland, I mean, there's always going to be those kind of games in it. Like, they're not going to finish in the Champions League. They're doing really well. You're away from home. Just keep getting your results at home and you'll be fine.
Yeah, normally, without Sunderland having the start to the season they had, this would be a normal result.
Yeah.
But this is actually a disappointing result.
For Sunderland?
Big time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great cross, by the way, for this Raul Jimenez goal.
It
Unreal
was.
cross.
Although, great cross. Should that goal have happened, though? You know? Should Jimenez have got that space in
He's
the first place?
instinctive. He gets there.
Very
He's a proper
instinctive.
striker. He gets in those positions in the box.
I think the Sunderland defence is sleeping there.
Mm-hmm.
Overall, their centre backs need to be much more alert than that. But it's on Fulham's part a very, very good goal.
Fox in the box settings.
Proper fox in the box. Sunderland, though, like Bournemouth, these results are going to come. Although I expect a little less from Sunderland when it comes to these sort of results. They should be getting themselves across the line against a Fulham team that have been struggling for results. But overall, Fulham, I think, should be better than how they've been playing and the results that they've been getting. So they've actually clawed one out of the bag here. I'll give credit to Fulham. This is actually a really good result for them.
Very good.
Yeah.
Sunderland didn't do so well, but Newcastle did. They beat Manchester City 2-1.
Up the tune.
Big up Harvinston Barnes, mate. Like, what a great performance from him.
We say that after his Fernando Torres-esque miss.
Yeah, that was... I knew I'd seen that before.
That was outrageous.
I tried to put that to the back of my mind, but that was Torres,
Big up
wasn't
Torres,
it?
by the way, because he was forgiven for that miss, because of the
time.
Barcelona goal. But anyway, Harvey Barnes, yeah, it would have been offside anyway. But how's he missed it? From a yard out.
Mate, Newcastle, this was a big result for them.
He redeemed himself, and Newcastle redeemed themselves big time.
I said to you, didn't I? I was like, the way it's gone for Liverpool, I could see Eddie Howe going there. And then he gets a big win against Man City. We can avoid that conversation for now. Just planting seeds in this video. I think slot's gone, boys. I really do. But Newcastle, they needed this. For Man City, this was a big thorn in their side because a lot of people are still saying, Chelsea, no title race, whatever, whether that's Chelsea fans trying to like avoid the tricky conversation or just people just not believing in Chelsea in general.
Yep.
Man City were the closest thing to find Arsenal. And I believe that as well until this weekend because not only did Arsenal just brush aside the worst Premier League side I've ever seen, Tottenham Hotspur club, we'll talk about them again in a minute, but Man City just, Haaland wasn't really in it. And the energy got to them. And I think this is going to happen to them a few times this season. If you want to get at Man City, you can.
Although, and this is also part of the logic for me saying that Newcastle were going to win 2-1. I expected Newcastle to just come out all guns blazing.
Up
and
for
that's
it at
exactly
home.
what they did.
Yeah.
I don't feel like this is more on Man City, as in just not playing well. I feel like Man City just did what Man City normally do. But for this isolated game, 90 minutes, Newcastle showed up properly and turned St. James's into the hardest place to go to. And that's credit to Newcastle. Now, this is where you expect Newcastle in the following week to probably lose 2-0. Because this is what they do. But in this sort of fixture, they all really just gave completely everything. And City just couldn't keep up with that energy. It's just... City, I think, are still trying to navigate their way and finding their flow. And when they come up against a team that's just in your face, right, they can still struggle.
It's not fully programmed yet this season,
Not yet,
is it?
no. And they've relied on Haaland a lot to get them over the line, which has worked. But when you're coming up against a team that's willing to just be super ultra physical and the ball doesn't really get to Haaland much, and when it does, they've actually got a defence that can just about handle it, then you're probably going to nullify. Newcastle on the day, though, I thought just the energy, the urgency, the press, the challenges, and the efficiency. They went 1-0 up, concede. Psychologically, you'd normally have a blow.
Yeah.
2 minutes later, thank you very much, 2-1.
Yeah, Ruben Diaz looked like a man on a mission.
He
When he
did.
scored that goal, I'm like, bro, fair play.
Yeah, really looked like Rambo.
Yeah. I think it was like personal. It's like, Arsenal, I'm coming for you. And Newcastle were like, no, you're not going for them. Nick Woltemade as well almost put them 1-0 up. Donnarumma, big save.
What a save.
That was phenomenal.
Donnarumma's playing really well.
Yeah, mate. I mean, I don't know why we're seeming surprised. Like, that's a very smart signing for Manchester City, but not enough for them on the day. And same for Leeds, really. They're beaten 2-1 by Aston Villa, went 1-0 up, one of the scrappiest goals you'll ever see. And then Aston Villa, mate, that ship is sailing right now, isn't it? Into the sun.
For Aston Villa, yeah.
Yeah.
And now they're fourth.
They are fourth.
Again. So how long ago? Not how long ago. It was like literally felt like yesterday.
Yeah, about a month ago.
They were 18th.
Yeah.
Now they're fourth. This is how volatile the Premier League table is right now.
Yeah.
And now it's starting to set its way, but Aston Villa have got themselves into proper form. Albeit, and this isn't really much on Villa, this is more on Leeds. Leeds played well.
They deserved a draw, in my opinion. Yeah.
But they lose.
Yeah. It's Dominic Calvert-Lewin, mate.
Every time.
This geezer don't score goals, and he doesn't want anyone else to either. It's like, if I can't do it, neither can you.
What was he thinking?
He's the happiness destroyer. That's what he is.
When Leeds did get that goal, right, and then you look and it's like, okay, yeah, it's not just a handball. He's literally gone and done a Thierry Henry. He's just like, smack, go on, mate, in the net. Sometimes Calvert-Lewin, I say this with respect, I just got to be honest, it looks like he's playing against them.
For real. For real.
Like, and I don't want to say that, right?
Yeah.
Because I know he's not, but playing like it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. We were with some Leeds fans, went for a nice roast dinner last night to watch the football. Lovely time of the day, 6 o'clock in Dubai, isn't it?
Oh,
Sun's
beautiful.
gone down, get a roast, get the gravy on the Yorkshires, homemade Yorkshires, delightful. And some of our mates who are Leeds fans are saying that Daniel Farke will get sacked. And he wanted Bielsa back.
Leeds fans, let us know in the comments. Like, would you? No, not would you. They would. But do you think that's the answer? Is Bielsa back to Leeds the answer?
Arne Slot to Leeds is the answer.
Oh, mate, can you imagine?
Go into his level.
Oh man, listen. Leeds play well, and at least in terms of their build-up.
Yeah.
I feel like they have everything in place. The only thing that stops them, and I think this goes hand in hand, the one doesn't help the other, is when you haven't got anyone up front to really capitalize on the chance or the creation of the chance.
Yeah.
You put pressure on your defense, which in turn Leeds tend to make mistakes in defense from time to time. You can see
Like that wall yesterday.
like that wall, which was just
Good hit from
illegal.
Morgan Rogers, but that's not
I'm
good
sorry.
enough.
That wall was illegal.
Yeah.
That's an illegal wall. And that goes back, again, that does go back to Farke, that does go back to training, that goes back to the setup.
Don't super glue the bottom of your boots to the floor. Jump. Move.
Like, come on. Like, one rule is, look, if you're not willing to jump, you're not willing to put yourself in the way, you're not willing to get hurt, don't go into the wall.
Yeah.
You're not part of the wall.
Go and stand on the post.
Literally, go and mark someone, or like, don't come into the wall. If you're in the wall, you need to throw your body in there. That jump wasn't a jump.
Nah.
They split themselves open so easy. You're meant to stay tight. It was just horrible. Like, you called it. When the free kick was given,
Yeah.
I looked and I went, well, yeah, no, he can smash this in. You're gone, yeah, no, he's going to score. And all of a sudden, the wall doesn't even try.
Yeah.
Terrible. And that's what let Leeds down.
Well, I mean, I think when you look at Morgan Rogers' celebration, he ran straight over to what looked like set piece coaches. It's as if like they knew that if they got a free kick in that kind of area, that's going to be the setup. Just have a go, pop it over. And Morgan Rogers, to be fair, he's had a slow start to the season. But 2 goals yesterday, 3 points for Aston Villa as a result. 4th in the Premier League table. They are
Respect.
a menace to society, some would say right now, if you're not an Aston Villa fan.
Yep. And,
Good result.
Back into the conversation of European football, Champions League. They can start thinking about that again.
Especially when teams like Tottenham Hotspur, who are in the Champions League, shouldn't be in the Champions League, should cease to exist. I've had enough of it. We did a full video on this yesterday, but do you know what? Waking up this morning on a Monday, this could be energising. Last night, it was like, great. Whoopie-doo. Arsenal 6 points clear. Spurs are useless. Thomas Frank, I watched Expressions content this morning and I feel rejuvenated for life again. Mate, this geezer is outrageous. He's unreal. Like, how you can turn up and talk about this team every single week deserves an applause from me.
Mate.
I couldn't. If I was a Spurs fan, I wouldn't.
I gotta say, the entire North London content from last night was phenomenal.
Yeah.
Big
Excellent.
up. I have to shout out Expressions. I have to shout out Turkish and Tobes with their little banter between themselves and even sticking a VPN, somehow making that relevant to the game. I don't know how they did it, but that was incredible. Tottenham are just, as you've said, they're just useless. Just useless.
Honestly.
And Arsenal, flawless.
Honestly, yeah.
Flawless.
You can't. No clean sheet. So
Yeah.
technically not flawless. But I mean, that goal. We said this on the video, but like the fact that it took that from Richarlison to be the only time that David Raya had to open his eyes.
And you know what it is? Like, in order to score a goal like that, you actually need like a nutter.
Yeah.
score that goal.
He's a screw loose kind of geezer.
Because
Yeah.
a normal geezer's not taking a shot from there. It's just not happening.
Yeah.
It's like someone that just is not normal in the head will take a shot there, and that's Richarlison. And it paid off. But this game was very Eze for Arsenal.
Yeah. I see what you've done there, Eunice. I like that one.
That's a do
He was magnificent too, and I think he could have had more. The quality of the finishing, but again, just the incompetence from Spurs. Like to have so many big games where you just don't show up. Like, even the Man United draw that they had a couple of weeks ago, like conceding the 96th minute. But even when they were ahead, they didn't deserve to be ahead. Tottenham are a joke, man. An absolute joke. And I think for me now, like, the fact I even wanted to entertain the idea of them getting a result yesterday, I'm never, ever doing that again. I don't care what the scenario is.
Never.
These lot just need to get in the bin forever.
Listen,
Shut the lid.
Tottenham will do their own thing now. No one rely on that football club for a result to help you out, ever. Just don't. And Tottenham, it's not looking good, bruv.
No.
It's not looking good at all.
Where are they in the Premier League?
They're
Ninth?
level on points with Liverpool.
Oh.
So we talk about Liverpool and how much Liverpool are struggling. Well, I think it's only right that we stick Tottenham in that conversation. I know the expectations are not the same. And Tottenham haven't spent 500 I was going to say 500
That's
billion.
a lot of money.
I mean, yeah, that's a...
That's Dubai budgets, that
is. But Tottenham are just out of sorts. I mean, the fact that I want to get the perspective of Tottenham fans in the comments. Let us know, because...
if any of you can stomach both of us.
Yeah. If you've made it this far, credit to you. Expressions was calling for new signings in January. And I'm like...
Who's going to go?
So, yeah, they've called for a new goalkeeper, a left-back, some wingers, and 2 strikers. And I'm like, I mean, you're changing the entire team. Is that the answer? Personally, look, I've come to a point, and I think it's only logical, that this is just the history of the Tottenham. You could buy Messi and Ronaldo and combine them.
Yeah,
and you'd still end up 9th.
Should never have sacked Ange, in my opinion. At least he got you a trophy. It's whatever at this point.
He'd probably get them relegated and still win the FA Cup.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Or we'd win the playoffs in the Championship just so that they could get something. Second last day of the season. I'm going to bottle this one. 3-0 up at half-time. 4-3 loss, please, so we can win the playoffs. Win something. Anyway, Arsenal are 6 points clear at the top of the Premier League table. Tonight, we've got Man United, Everton, and Eunice has gone for an Everton win.
I've gone for an Everton win.
I've gone for Man United 2-1.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what the score is because Eunice beat me 11-5 this week. 5-4 throughout the course of the season.
That's what you want to do. End it before it's over.
I mean, I'm kind of happy just for the sake of the video.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, you've been very good this week. You've been speaking some sense, which is great.
Thank you.
Thank you for entertaining the audience with that as well. I will keep going with my thoughts and hope for the best, really. Apparently Chelsea want to buy Murillo, according to what's just popped up on my phone. But anyway, this week is huge.
Big
shootouts.
Big. We've got, and to be honest, this entire month is going to be massive.
Megalodon shark.
All the way into Christmas.
Yeah.
With Champions League now, we're going to be giving you the prediction video. So pop over to see more of our wisdom when it comes to predicting results.
Tomorrow morning, Tuesday morning.
Tomorrow morning, Champions League. Make sure you're there. Big games.
Huge.
Big games. Chelsea, Barcelona, Arsenal, Bayern Munich, PSG, Tottenham. That could be a murder.
Yeah.
But, no pun intended. We'll see what happens, but it's going to be an entertaining time in the Champions League.
Subscribe. See you there.